Hello, my name is Nicholas, and I have been estimating for the past 10 years. And today we're going to talk about market trends and how to take into account rising costs. So, one of the first places that I estimated for, which was for like a self storage subcontractor that dealt with a lot of different metals and stuff like that, uh, they were experiencing a dramatic rise in cost based on the trade war that we went through with China, because a lot of our steel and other metals that we would use in the manufacturing of the panels that we would use for our projects, it came through China, and being a trade war between China and the United States, prices of everything that is being traded between those two countries pretty much goes up. So that was directly affecting us. Another thing that's, of course, I'm pretty sure everybody watching this video has heard more recently is rising inflation costs. And so, because, I mean, it's happening all over the world also, but because that inflation is taking place in the United States, or at least the one that we're talking about and the ones you see on the news, prices for things in the United States is going to go up. So, whatever that would be, uh, to include like labor, um, which shouldn't necessarily be the case, just because the fact that most people's wages aren't going up, but companies can still charge more to another company. Business to business sales can be higher for that labor cost, even though they aren't necessarily paying their guys any much higher than they used to. But you know, those are going to be two really decent examples for how rising costs are being taken into account in an estimate. And another one, a perfect one, would be, and this was still right around the time of the trade war between China and the United States too. But uh, the cough, the pandemic, that raised the cost for building materials. I think a lot of it was lumber, and I think it was probably because people weren't out there actually cutting down the trees in the first place. Because the whole all of society, of course, broke down and shut down and all of that stuff. So regardless of why, building materials went up, and people who were working on their house or building anything would definitely have noticed. And of course, because I'm estimating constantly for construction, that's all we do is build. So we experienced that, we noticed that, and yeah, I don't really have great examples of prices going a lot lower, but I definitely do of them going up a lot higher. So that is this video, and these are things that you should be able to take into account going on to the future. If you see something happen geopolitically, then it'll probably have direct results, and you'll notice them because you're actually dealing with the numbers every day. So you know what you used to saw or see, and see what you see now. So, yep. Check the description below. It has material related to getting you from where you are currently, whether that's transitioning or maybe you're in construction already, but you're not an estimator, to where you can go into someone's interview, shake their hand, be confident, sit down, and actually pass the interview, and then start working in this career field. It's great, pays well, 40 hours a week or so. Perfect. And like and share this video. Also, subscribe to the channel because it'll send this around and it'll help build up our community so that there's more estimators that know more tips and more things to become better estimators, which will help society in general because there'll be things that are did better and people waste less money, all of that type of stuff. So check you on the next one.